Hi, welcome back. This is a video that at some point I thought I'd never get to make. I'm so pleased that I've done it. It's not a short one. Grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee or your favourite drink, whatever. This is a video of Chalco Stamp Die. This is me meeting the new Ian and meeting again the old Ian that's been there for donkey's years. And they make some amazing pieces, they really do. I was met brilliantly. I mean, they really look after me. Ian's wonderful, and didn't expect to actually do a sample of how you make a stamp. So this video, I thought, well, I've edited it down. It was big. There were lots of, and it's got smaller and smaller, but I think I've probably only taken about a minute or two out of it, which doesn't sound a lot, but the detail that's in here, and they didn't explain what they were doing. They just did it, and then after a minute or two told me, you do this and this happens like this, and I was just like, and it's fascinating. It is long. It's the longest video I've ever done, and there were, as I say, there were little snippets of information all the way through, so I couldn't get rid of things. I didn't want to speed things up, because if you speed things up, you lose the authenticity, you lose the genuine feel for how long these things take. It's a really good one. I just want to thank both Ian and Ian for being so amazing. And this is 1950s technology, and it's absolutely brilliant. So sit back, enjoy, and comment, but don't ask questions if you've skipped bits. Please don't ask questions if you've skipped parts of it. This is real stuff. This is life before CNC routers, and it's absolutely amazing. It's blown my mind, and I have got an order in. You'll see that at the end. I have got an order in. So yeah, I need to get the video out. I've got my pattern with Ian. He's got it now, I hope. Thank you to Chloe's my daughter, for tidying it up and making it look good. It's going to be an amazing stamp. I can't wait to actually tap it into the first bit of brass, because yes, it will be going into some metal work. So and this is my shed. Yeah, subscribe, like, share, or just subscribe, because this is going to blow your mind. It's going to blow my mind. Here we go. Good morning. A quick stop in the workshop. I've got a bit of a road trip going on. So what I'm doing this morning is I'm going to go and see Ian Houghton at Chalco Stamp Die. Ian made these for me a good while ago, and I've had them about 10 years or so, and it's time to get another stamp made. It's been a while since I've seen him, so it should be a good day. Right, let's get out of here. And I was nearly out the door, and Joe stopped me next door and said, "Hi, how you doing?" And I forgot, I want to take this. I want Ian to see this. Yeah, let's see what we can do with that. Thanks, Joe. Bye. And I've just called Ian up, and yeah, it's just gone 10 here. Should be with him for 12. Right, I'm going to go. I've got to follow the sat nav, so I can't keep doing these. I'm on this motorway. And it isn't a motorway, it's A13. God, I'm exhausted. So I'm an hour and a half in, and I am feeling it. Car's doing alright. So it's 5 to 12. God, long way. M5, M6, A13, I think. Heading towards Kettering. I think it's east from the Midlands. Only 5 miles to go, which is great. But I've had to stop off and get some bit of food and just walk around for a minute, give myself a break. And yeah, it's a long way. And we're here. Ian, Hello. Look, so we're doing a video of Ian showing me some stuff, and I've only just pressed.
I'm just looking for your Jamie Hudman. I seem to remember finding it.
Look at all this. So you make the things this big,
Yeah, and then scale it down.
and then scale it down.
The pantograph.
Which is the pantograph, this?
That's one. Yeah. Yeah, that's the
Pull out
most modern one. Which is about 40-year-old, 30-year-old.
Was that here before, 10 years ago?
Yes.
Was it? Has anything changed in 10 years? Except for your partner now, the guy you...
new partner and got a nice new vice.
Where's your nice new vice?
It's a Chicago vice company. It's about
Oh.
1920.
That is new.
Comes with, put a grindstone in there, handle on there. What they sold a lot in Australia for sheep shearers.
Oh, okay.
So you've got the handle, you've got the grinder for sharpening your shearing, and you've got vice. It's the first sort of portable workmate.
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately, the badge is gone.
That's a shame.
Yeah, the Chicago, but you can see them on the internet.
It's cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Right, so what else have you got to show me? So you've got one of mine around somewhere.
Yeah.
You've got some nice things. I love it. I love engineering shops.
You see, yours could be, and yeah. Unfortunately, what we do.
Look at all this.
Unfortunately, what we do, we use both.
Sides.
We use both sides of the copy
Do you?
to utilise the bra, and yours could be on any one.
On the back of somebody else's. Oh, I'm keen to know where I'm on the back of. Japan Hickory Open Championship.
Nice if you're Aston Martin or Bentley, but
Oh, I'd love it if it was Bentley.
I've just checked that.
But it's not. Pantograph. Oh, when I came before, I remember Ian. I think Ian was on this one.
Whoa! Da, 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 da.
Oh, yes.
And you are on the back
On the
of
back of...
genuine leather trim, 100% genuine leather trim.
Oh, there you go.
It's a bit dirty, but we can get into that.
And that's for me.
So you live.
I live. Well, that's good.
Where shall I put it?
Don't mind.
Yeah, somewhere right.
Alphabetical order?
Yeah, that's going to happen, isn't it?
You're not in alphabetical order.
I'll give you a station on your own.
Oh, bless.
I'm glad I found it then.
Well, that's good. Look at all this. It's crazy. So what's the sort of... So that's...
That would
big.
be 10 to 1. Yeah,
10 to 1.
10 to 1.
You grab your phone. Was this another pantograph type thing? It is. This is another pantograph. And here's a fly press. We've just been discussing fly presses because I'm going to need one to do some of the pressing that I want to do. But I think they've got their own in here, and they've put their Chalco. That's why it's here. I think they'll do that. Isn't it cool? Isn't it such a brilliant press? And when I came before, I think, in fact, it was there. It was that one. I saw Clive, who was here before, and basically you turn one and it moves the table this way, and you turn the other and it moves the table that way. And they go round things, and it doesn't make sense to me. Milling machines go one way and the other, and these guys just, I mean, I remember seeing Clive on it, he was just turning one way and one the other, and he was going at angles and curves, and oh.
Yeah, that's...
Clive was brilliant.
We can show you that, can't we?
Can you?
We'll get Ian on that when he comes back.
So we've just had lunch. So I've been here a while. I was going to start filming earlier, but look at all these little tools.
We make all those.
Yeah, because I think I saw Clive making a tool to do something, and I'm thinking, hang on, this is crazy.
We buy them as D bits and then put the inclusive angle on them.
Right. Okay.
Along with the clearance, because as it's going around, it has to clear itself.
Yes, of course. Yes. Okay.
So those magical cutter grinders actually do that for you.
This.
Yeah. You can set the.
This is
the
nice.
angle of the cutter and the amount of clearance.
Oh, and your piece goes in there.
Yeah.
And then
like if you're using a cutter on copper, you need loads and loads of clearance, whereas on steel you need less.
I love all the all the brass on the floor. I mean, if I got... When was the last time it swept up? Hang on, the other thing is, when was the last time you swept up here? Doesn't matter, does it? No. See, in my shop, it's wood. It's a... Well, I have to sweep up.
Yeah.
Look at the legs on this.
Yeah. Look at the day.
What is it? 1950? Is it 50?
Yeah. Yeah.
3rd of October, 1950. Vulcan router.
It's actually 4 years older than I am.
That's nice, isn't it?
And I can show you something that's just done. This, well, Friday.
So we're in the... This is where all the magic happens.
So that's what he did on Friday.
Oh, wow. What does that say? The
Brotherhood boot.
The Brotherhood boot?
Yeah.
What's that for?
It's... you can make some boots.
Nice. There's some more down here. And you haven't got any of these out because I'm here, have you?
No.
You've just got all this lot.
We're in
this
the
is
because we're not concentrating on. That's another one. See? He did that this morning.
Oh, Crockett and Jones. Are they bootmakers? They are, aren't they?
Oh. There you go. So.
Because I remember
that's what they sent this morning.
Oh, okay.
I marked it out, and then.
And Ian's done that already.
Yeah, that's.
God, you two are quick.
Well, been doing it a long while, haven't you?
Yeah.
So,
helps, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. It's all going on. And I've just shown Ian these because I've bought some bits to show him. This is what Ian and Clive did for me all those years ago. And that one. And these are owner's marks. Do you do many sort of the old stuff? Did you get into this when they were like that, Ian? Sort of owner's marks.
We get the request for those. We're just literally last week.
And I suppose they look.
The request was
and do they look similar to that? Because that's hand done, isn't it? They wouldn't.
Yeah. But you got to remember, ours are hand started and hand finished.
Yes. And then we've just had a lovely discussion about this one, SB, which is about Bill Carter. I can mention Bill Carter. And the reason for that is because I've just shown Ian this beautiful little thing of mine. And yeah, and I brought this with me where I engraved that. And that's what I'm looking at having made. We're going to show you. What am I going to do? I'm going to sit in your chair. Oh my life! Oh my life!
You're what you want.
You're low.
Make it fit in that box.
Make it fit in that box.
Yeah, that's the size of the brass.
Okay. So my J is something. Oh, it's got to be big.
Whatever you want to do. Don't forget Ian's on the machine. It's not too big.
As long as it's more than a millimetre high, I can do it.
Okay.
It's just that if it's not more than a millimetre high, you won't be able to see what I'm doing when I machine it.
So I mean, this. I didn't expect to do this. We weren't.
You don't need. Don't fret.
No, I'm not fitting. I'm all right. Something like that.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Is it?
Yep.
Done something right.
Right, so you're right. So now you get this acetate sheet, which unfortunately isn't the best sheet in the world, and I need some more. I can't get it. Right. Now, to make a stamp, you have to reverse it.
Right.
So this process.
Oh, right. Okay. I think I know what you're doing. Yeah.
Okay, so with your scriber, you trace over.
Have I got to do it again?
Yeah.
You have to hold the camera.
Done.
With the scriber,
Yeah.
go over the... Oh, am I scratching it into the...
Yes.
Oh, blimey. So I've got to hold the tool...
Very lightly scratch.
Scratch it.
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I can...
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not used to doing this.
No, well,
No, I know I'm not.
it's not. It's a principle we're showing, not...
Yeah, not the skill of the woodworker.
Yeah.
doing an engraver's job. This is the sort of video I like doing, actually, where
You could do a bit neater than that.
oh,
Sorry.
listen to him. I'm not used to writing very often.
Yeah, but you've got to remember Ian's got to machine this away.
Blimey, Ian, got to do it neater than that. I think
that'd do you.
Do you think? You think it's neat enough? I like that being.
I do. It's a process. How's that, mate?
I didn't realise, but that square Ian got me to put the JH in was drawn round that piece of brass. Then what Ian did was put some beeswax on that piece of brass, and then he's just, as you can see, he's just put that acetate over the top of it and rubbed over it to get the imprint from the acetate onto the beeswax on the brass.
So now we've got the image.
So we've done it onto the acrylic, reversed it, put it onto the beeswax.
Yeah. Now you can have a go with a spisticker.
What?
A spisticker. That's an engraver's tool.
Which, the one in your hand?
Yeah.
Oh, did I bring you some engraver's tools to look at last time?
That you did indeed.
I did, didn't I? I haven't done anything with them. 10 years later.
Because my poor eyes, I have to use a glass. So basically what I do, I follow your... So I'm following your pencil lines.
Yeah. Is your you're just holding the tool? You're not.
How are you fellas for brew?
I'm all right for a minute. Then.
I'm good, thank you, Ian.
So all what we've shown you starts live in this process.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you do the H.
Good job I've got my work clothes on.
Well, you fashionistas are all the same.
Well, yeah, right.
Right, so that's basically the J.
Yeah.
It would be neater than that.
Seen a bit of work, hasn't it? This
Have a go at the...
It's still running.
Okay.
This time. I missed a bit off here. Can I stand?
Yeah, always draw the spisticker towards you.
Didn't expect this. I need arm room.
Well, no, but it gives you
an insight.
And you can go home and practice.
Thank you. So, I draw it towards me.
Yes.
You don't push it?
No. You only push it when you're cutting.
Oh, okay. So...
That's it. You feel the resistance?
Yes.
Only needs to be light. That's it. Always... No, keep...
Sorry, I was going to tighten it up.
Oh, do so then. Yeah.
That is your tighten. Oh, it isn't. It's
no,
loose.
That's when the... Yeah.
Oh, how'd you tighten it? That's weird. Okay.
Lefty, loosey, righty, tighty.
Oh, this feels weird. This feels very weird. I'm going to try and straighten that a bit, but I can feel that is one line good enough? Are you going either side of?
Yeah, we will.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it needs to.
Wow. So I've done this one, but I'm just going to do it a little bit more.
The only saving grace is that Ian will be able to improve it for you. He certainly couldn't make it any worse.
Harsh.
Have you slipped it?
Ian, no.
Yeah.
Why have you said that? Because you know it'll happen now.
Wait. No, because you're concentrating. You're putting the serifs on now.
Yeah.
As engravers, we thought we'd introduce the idea of having a serif tax, because serifs are always more difficult
Did
more
they?
hard.
Yeah, why
we
not?
ought to have done.
Yeah.
Too
why
late
not?
now.
The work of the whole job.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Sans
just put,
serif is far.
yeah, I'm just going to put a little line above
Yeah.
each one of these.
I think that's good effort.
Considering I wasn't prepared for it,
Well, it doesn't matter. It's a bit.
that's all right, I think. Ian's just gone over that. No, I haven't. And I don't think I've got the other Ian on. Say hi, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
There you go. I mean, I'm missing clips because I'm enjoying it, so I'm sorry if I'm missing clips. I'm taking it all in.
You can always come again.
Looks good. Looks really good.
Just see what happens when you play with it. So now, if you take that and give it to Ian,
We'll bring it out and
Ian will then.
we'll take that outside to the machine.
And I'm steaming up for some reason. My phone's.
Clean my lens because I know I've got oil on it.
There's something. There you go.
Right.
I've just cleaned my lens. So, how long have you been here, Ian?
About 8 years.
8 years. So I'd not met Ian before because it was Clive previously, and I couldn't get over how good these guys get at turning this handle and that handle and making it go north, south, east, west.
What you need to be able to do to drive a router,
Yeah.
you've got to be able to do that.
Yes. Oh, okay. If you can do that, we're all right.
Rub tummy, pat head, tap toe.
And Ian was telling me you make knives.
Yes.
That sounds interesting.
Yes. That's basically what I did before I came here. Ian offered to teach me a bit about engraving. And I thought I could tie that in with my knife making. And
Which is the
it
best
soon
part.
became the case that I was doing more of this than I was knife making.
Right.
So when Clive retired, I took on his half of the show. Make sure that's sitting level on the machine. Now, ordinarily, I would take a large cutter,
Right.
and that is a large cutter.
Yeah. To you guys, to me it's tiny in woodworking world, but
Yeah.
to you guys it's huge.
That's what I think of as a mower. Just for getting rid of metal.
And you go outside of the engraved lines.
Yes.
And remove everything outside of the engraved lines.
So
Right. Okay.
with the big mowing cutter like this, which I have to set up to make sure it's running true, it has to have clearance.
Yeah.
So that the trailing edge doesn't touch.
Let me see if I can
The
find
freshly cut
a better way of. That light's very bright.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
You need it.
I can't see what I'm doing without it. So, you just touch the brass and make sure that the trailing edge is clearing, which it is nicely.
And there's a little eyeglass there focusing on the cutter.
I'm focused right where the cutter is touching the brass.
So when the table moves around, you can just see what the cutter's doing all the time.
Yes.
Okay, great.
So now, with my left foot, I'm bringing the cutter down
Oh yes, this is the thing, isn't it?
until that just touches the brass.
There's a yeah, with your foot.
Or measure our depth and set maximum depth.
Okay.
So ordinarily I would work to mow all the excess from around the outside
Oh, okay.
just to get rid with this great big cutter. But we can save a lot of time for now, for the sake of the demonstration.
Yeah.
I'll come in close, find that 8.
And the top edge that's being left is against the line.
I'm sorry?
The top edge that's being left is against the line of the H. Oh no,
No, not yet.
right, you almost.
What I'm doing here is I'm getting close.
Right, so you'll
Really
just touch the
close.
serifs first or something like that. Right.
Because I need to judge how parallel that's running to the upright of the 8.
Yeah.
Which is pretty close now. So give myself a bit of working room. Let me get the 8 left right. Very close.
So you get to tidy up all the straight lines because
Yeah.
one wheel goes one way and the other one goes square to it. So you can square things up.
Yeah, when I need it to run straight, I have to go vertically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the play in the cutter
Yeah.
and the bed
Yeah.
means that going across
Yeah.
horizontally never gives you a straight line
Oh, okay.
because of the tension against the cutter.
Oh, okay.
So I have to
What
work
did you
my
think?
straight lines vertically,
Oh, okay. And vertical on here is front to back.
front to back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not far from straight, but it has lumps and bumps in it that you certainly don't want in a piece of work.
Yeah. And you're just coming into the top or bottom of the J.
And coming into the body of the J.
Wow. So now I understand why the called the matrix. The matrix is so big,
Yes.
so that you can get the accuracy behind that. And then when you miniaturize that piece, it's so. If there is a tiny flaw, it's so tiny. By the time it's scaled down, nobody sees it.
If you were to be pantographing at a ratio of say 6 to 1,
Yeah.
I was as much as 2,000th of an inch out
Wow.
with what I did,
Yeah.
then
It
that
like-
would be a sixth of that
Yeah.
on the finished article,
Brilliant.
and that's all. Right. So ordinarily, before I got this close, I would have mowed all the excess off.
Yeah.
Would it help if I killed the light in it?
Yeah. Can you?
Oh, I just mowed it. That's the easy way. Take it out. be that I'm not quite on the line, I'm just
Oh,
close
okay,
to the line.
yeah, oh, it's good.
Okay?
Very good.
And then what we'll do,
What a lovely old machine.
it's older than I am.
Yeah, we spotted that, 1950.
I'll drop out that great big cutter.
And put a smaller cutter in
Put a
to
smaller cutter in.
refine the edges.
So this one, all cutters are shaped similarly in that they're half a cone.
Oh, right, okay. That's what. So when it's that's why I can see it flickering as it's going round, because you're seeing through the half that's not there. When okay, half a cone.
And then the bottom,
Yeah,
because it's this way up,
yeah.
is ground at an angle this way
Oh, okay. So you end up with a point.
and at an angle that way.
So
So
okay.
that corner does all the cutting.
Yes.
And the rest of it has clearance.
Yeah.
So the cutter I'm now putting in, the bottom of that cutter
Yeah.
is 12,000ths of an inch.
Oh, that's ridiculous. That's tiny.
That's only the second stage.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
That's a 12.
How do you lock that in there?
That's just a collet, just like a
But you,
mill collet.
I didn't see you put a span on it earlier, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, did I miss that? Okay.
So turn the shank,
Right. Okay. You're just so quick at it because you.
and now we have plenty for me to check how that cutter is running. Which I'll bring it down until you can just make the touch point, and I can see that that is clearing. Bear in mind that I'm working through a 6x magnification glass,
Wow.
so I can see what's going on there.
This is.
I bring that down to the touch point, so that I'm just touching the level now
Right.
that I machined to before, and then we can start actually put some air on there. Now the dog can see the rest. And then we drive. Rotate a little.
So the beauty of some of this is if something's hand drawn or hand.
Someone can bring a design to us that they've sketched,
Yeah, a sketch.
and we can replicate it. We've replicated many people's signatures for them.
Yeah.
They want their signature, particularly on leather hard clay potters
Oh, okay.
marking their work.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can actually copy somebody's signature.
Now I've done this in a rough sort of way, transferring signatures onto wood and then hand carving,
Yeah.
but not with the aid of a milling machine that helps you go north, south, east, west. And it looks alright, it looks quite nice. But this is next level, isn't it? Fabulous.
I do all of my verticals
Yeah,
while I've got the machine set,
yeah,
running
yeah.
perfectly vertical.
What are we doing?
From vertical,
Yeah,
I'm going to rotate so that I've got a better line to follow the curve.
Oh, right, so that you can do that.
Of the day.
Right. Oh, I like it.
So that I'm working away from myself.
Right, so that was
Bringing the work towards me.
nice.
And that way, I can steer the stuff to left and right as it goes away from me. And follow the contour that you've created. Turn it a little more, come back to this next bit. And the reason I went so slowly is, as pointed out, the machine's older than I am.
Yeah.
And any machinist can tell you about backlash.
Oh, I know about backlash,
Well,
yeah.
the backlash on this is about 1/4 of an inch.
Oh, okay.
So I have to wait for it to, I can feel when it bites.
Yes, I know. Yeah,
And if it's not biting,
you haven't got there yet.
I've got to stop
Yeah.
and wait for it to bite. And of course, like any backlash, it's worse. It's really only a problem when you change direction. When you go from left to right or vice versa. So just coming in. Slow process, but we get there. Work my way round the curve.
It's a handy table, isn't it?
I'm sorry?
It's a handy table. Everything, you know, the setup's very
And of course, you sit here
lovely.
day in and day out. You don't ever need to look for anything
Yeah,
because your hand knows where it is.
yeah.
And you become so deeply embedded in what you're doing.
Yeah,
There's many an occasion that Ian will want to talk to me about another piece of work.
yeah.
And he'll come out with it printed and it stands there. I'm completely unaware of it. Because all I can concentrate on
Yeah,
is what I'm looking at through the glass.
yeah.
I'm in a world of
It's almost, well,
world of
it's,
my own.
it's like behind that glass is another world,
Yeah.
and that's where you are.
It-
Yeah, I get it.
literally, I'm in a world of my own.
I love it.
This is very, very close to the line because I'm now on this 12 thou bottom. So that I can now, hopefully, go once round in there. And not miss anything. Because I'm within 12 thou of the line. When I cut the line, I don't miss any brass on the bottom of the die.
And the steel tool, I suppose it's tool steel, isn't it?
High speed steel, yeah.
Yeah. Once you get into it, you don't have breakages because it's brass,
No,
so it's...
no, they break.
Do they break?
They break.
Just a bit too much.
Not very often on the big mower.
Yeah.
occasionally on something like a 12 or a 15 cal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But you'll see the next stage to finish this,
Yeah.
I'll be using a 5 cal bottom cutter
Oh my God.
at 40 cal to the millimetre. So, expecting that to last forever and not snap
Yeah,
on you
yeah.
is
It's too much to ask, isn't it?
the very definition of hopefulness. I'll come inside there this way.
I suppose because you've got this feature where the table can turn, you can get good at cutting one way, don't you? You cut one way because of the way the cutter cuts.
Yeah,
Yes. It cuts
cuts nicely
almost anti-clockwise.
on the down cut.
Is it anti-clockwise?
It's revolving clockwise,
Is it?
but I find I get a better finish.
Okay.
So I'm actually cutting with the edge that's coming back towards me,
Yes. I get it. Yeah.
which in my own brain, I think I was the down cut. But whether that's correct, I've no idea. That's just how I think of it. This is the other thing that you find yourself on, particularly on really detailed work, when I'm machining lettering that's maybe only a millimetre high, you suddenly realise how exhausted you are, because not only is your body tense all the while, because you're controlling both your arms and your leg,
Yeah.
balancing the depth of the cutter,
Yeah.
because you're not working at full depth all the while. And you also realise suddenly that, hang on a minute, I'm dying.
Are you not
I need
breathing?
to breathe.
Yes, exactly. I get it.
That's the thing I need
I get
to
it.
do.
Yeah.
I remember, so I've set that now roughly horizontal. There's no gauge, so you just work to height, and we'll see how close we are. What is that? Anyone who thinks I've seen it before?
Sorry?
I said I judged the getting straight for the horizontal. And I said, we'll see how close I get. And it wasn't far off. Anyone would think that I'd done it before.
Ah.
Now, the cross stroke of your H
Yeah.
is thicker one end than the other. So we'll not run perfectly horizontal on it.
And for something that's done by hand, in a matter of seconds.
But the beauty is, I will, as Ian can attest, if there's a mistake with the marking on,
Yeah.
there's a mistake in the finished product.
Yes. Yes.
Because all I'm looking at is
Yes.
what's through that glass.
Yeah.
And I follow the line, I do as I'm told.
Yes.
It's not my place to make it up as I go along. If there's a scratch mark there, that's where I machine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's good.
Because some people do have text. Violin makers regularly doing it to us, where they have text that is purposefully has little wobbles and shakes on the edge
Oh, right, okay.
because it looks like the stamp is an awful lot older than it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You should now be able to see that we've actually machined right hard against the line,
Wow. Yeah, yeah.
except the corners where this cutter won't fit whilst running at full depth.
Right.
Now we go to a small one.
Really? More?
Yes. Oh yes. So this is exactly the same design as that,
Yeah.
except the bottom
Yes, I can see
here
it.
is only 5 thou across
Right, okay.
on this one that we're about to use.
So progressively smaller,
So
finer detail.
yes, and this is the one that I'm going to have to balance
When you say balance, you mean with your foot?
with my foot.
Okay, so the foot is the up and down, and this
Yeah.
is so that you don't try and take too much,
So
you don't ask too much of the cutter.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not asking too much of it. It's taking too wide a cut.
Right, okay.
I'm currently machining this 100 thou deep, which is 2.5 mil.
Right.
But if I set this cutter to that 100 thou depth
Yeah.
and then machine with it, obviously every cut will be however wide that
The
cutter
cutter
is,
is, yeah.
100 thou from the end.
Right, okay.
And doing that makes it not very much smaller than a 20 thou bottom. What I now do
Right, okay. Oh my life.
is I use the tip of that cutter to get into the corners. So, I'll check where it is.
No.
But by balancing the depth, I can bring it in at the correct depth. Use a to and fro and an experiment. There we go. And then I'll go deeper into that curl. And then likewise with the one on the bottom of the character. And coming in over depth, touching the edge of the brass where I cut before, and then lifting my foot to cut shallower until the cutter is the right size for the gap
Right, I
that
get
I've
you.
got to cut.
Yeah. Wow. Almost like drawing the cutter out towards the correct radius.
Yeah.
So
and
the
now
radius of the cutter is equal to the radius in the bottom of
diameter
the diameter. Yes,
of the cut is equal to the gap I'm going through.
I get it.
But
Wow.
right angle corners and acute corners
Yes,
work the other way. I come out of those,
almost in a straight.
so I'll come towards myself. The work is moving away from me.
Yeah. Oh, so you drop into it.
And I'll come in with the tip of the cutter right in that sharp corner. And then, as I move the cutter through the corner, I increase the depth.
Wow.
Until it leaves a smooth corner.
Good grief.
And similarly, on the right angle corners within the 8,
where the straight line in the centre of the H
where the
meets
cross,
the.
yeah.
Okay, upright.
You've got corners there that are currently round.
Okay. Wow.
And of course, this is a rotary cutter. Even that corner is round,
Yes.
but it's round, much smaller.
Much smaller, and it won't be. Yeah. Okay.
And
Wow.
where it's a finished piece of work, Ian, the other Ian, would then hand cut that with a cutting sticker into an actual right angle corner.
Wow.
But the more I can do with the cutter,
The less
the less work he has to do.
by hand. Wow. Brilliant.
It was all finished with a 5-power box, but we would, and unless we're happy with it, it's not going out of that door.
No, that's fair enough.
It's just how we are. It's either right or it's not. I just want to smooth that corner up a little. Better.
Is that it? Don't tell me there's another
And
stage.
then
There's another stage.
take that wire brush and get rid of any burrs on the ends. I've lost my spot. There we go.
That is a big mug of tea. That's a huge mug of tea. Is that it?
That's
Can I
it.
hold it?
Yeah.
Oh my life. Oh my life, Ian, the detail.
And that's wonderfully large lettering to play with.
Yes, I bet you don't.
When you consider that on awful lot of occasions I'm doing stuff that size.
Yes, yes. Oh, this is a.
Where somebody designs something and then puts made in Northamptonshire, England along the bottom of it.
Yeah,
They design it on an A4.
yeah. Oh, and it's got to be
and
shrunk
have
down to.
letters like that, and they think, yeah, that looks beautiful. And then they ask us to make it 1.5 inches wide,
Yeah,
which means shrinking the whole thing until those letters are about 0.5 millimetre high. Nobody would ever read
No.
them. So you've got to point out that.
yes. People need to understand what's.
I always tell people, print it at the size you're asking us to make it.
Yes,
And if you can read it, then we can machine it. But we can machine it smaller than you can read it.
this is beautiful. This is beautiful.
So ordinarily, like I say, I would mow
Yes, all the
outside
rest
off,
of it.
But I saved us 20 minutes.
And the
By
thing
not
is,
doing that.
this
And that shows the process, really.
it does. This is for a process. This isn't a job. But you know what? It's made me think that I'll have the chat with Ian. We'll come up with my design, and I want to come and film doing it because I think it'd be great to,
Yeah, no problem.
if you guys wouldn't mind, because this is serious skill. That because CNC machines are around today,
Yeah.
we're losing this sort of. I'll say losing it. It's still going here. So, but it's
The only thing our computer does
wonderful.
is emails
all like
and invoices.
I don't like those.
We don't do computers.
And this is a counterbalance.
Yes, just to counterweight,
Okay.
so that I've got to apply pressure
Right. Okay.
with my. So I'm controlling the depth with my left foot.
Yeah.
I'm moving left and right with my right hand.
Yeah.
I'm moving forwards and backwards with my left hand.
Yeah.
And at any time I can stop and rotate. I can lock that in position.
With your left hand. And then your right hand wheels it. Oh, it's...
So if I need to do a perfect circle for a circular die, as long as Ian has drawn that with a set of dividers...
Which is why there's dividers on Ian's bench.
There's a dot in the middle.
Yeah.
And I can put a pointed cutter. It's not a cutter at all, it's just a point.
A point in the centre.
In as a cutter.
Yeah.
Judge it to that centre on the machine.
Which is that little tiny hole. There's a little tiny hole in the... Yeah.
I can judge to there. Lift it.
Yeah.
Mount the work in.
Yeah.
Clamp it.
Because these clamps work from both sides, so that keeps it central. Okay.
So I can move it this way or that way.
Yeah.
When it's tight, you just tap it this way or that way and get it sitting so that that point now comes down perfectly on the centre dot.
Wow.
Because of a little bit of backlash, you might have to adjust, but you bring it out to the circle that you want to machine.
Yeah.
And looking through the glass, rotate and track that point round the circle.
That's great.
And you'll see. And if you're a millimetre off this side, knock it half a millimetre.
Yes, because you're dividing. Yeah, yes, because if it's a mil out, it's only half a mil out of central. I got it.
And keep going, looking through the glass and getting more and more dizzy, right up to the point.
Oh, right, okay.
It's like staring at the middle of a record on a.
Oh,
on a
okay.
deck.
Especially going because you turn. The thing is, as well, your eyes are watching that go round, but your hand is going so much that you just almost feel like it's never ending.
So I'm cranking that.
Wow.
And eventually you find it lines up perfectly with your circle. At which point you set your depth and run your cutter well away from the circle.
Yeah.
Because that initial cut where you're cutting the full width of the cutter is always going to rattle.
Oh,
and not
okay.
give a good finish. So you work your way into that circle little by little by little. And the last cut you do wants to be as light as possible.
Yes.
To give as good a finish as possible.
Yes, I get it. Oh, it's nice. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it?
And then you set about the task of machining all the fiddly little letters inside.
Which is
the clever bit.
This is brilliant. I can't believe that I scribbled that on a piece of paper half an hour ago, and it looks. Yeah, that's the way I did it. Mad. Well, that was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Hospitality, going through everything with me, and actually doing this little sample, doing this little piece. Oh, which is the right way round for you now. Is wonderful. Is wonderful. So, yeah, what a blooming good day. Blooming good day. Going to come up with a design now. Go through it, make sure everything's all the I's are dotted and the T's crossed, and then send off a design to Ian and take it from there. So it's going to be good.